Alternative dispute resolution. Whoa, that's a fancy name, but what does it mean? Well, alternative dispute resolution, often used in a family law context, is exactly what it sounds like in a way. It's an alternate way of resolving a dispute. Now, what is the norm for dispute resolution? Well, you sue each other, you go to court, and a judge lays down a ruling that this is what's going to be the outcome. Alternative dispute resolution is a way of going through that process and coming to a resolution with someone where you both equally like or equally dislike or about equally dislike the outcome, but it's one you can both live with and you come to it without having to go to court. The advantage to alternative dispute resolution is one, it tends to be less adversarial, cause less rifts between a couple in family law, and that's especially important if they have children together, and also less expensive because you're not paying lawyers to go through the whole court process. Now, what are the different types of alternative dispute resolution? And there are a few. One, you can have a represented negotiation where you hire lawyers and your lawyers negotiate out what your rights are and what your obligations are and who gets what and who's responsible for what. That's one way of doing it. Alternatively, there's also a family law mediation form of alternative dispute resolution. Sometimes it involves one lawyer, where the lawyer sits with you, hears both of your sides, tells you both what the law is, meets with you separately or together or any combination of both, and as a group you come up with a solution between yourselves. There's also an alternative form of resolution that's called collaborative family law. And that's often where you have two separate lawyers representing people. You all get together, you discuss the rights, and there's like a informal kind of negotiation. Well, the law says this, yeah, but it also says this, so what's fair? And you come to a solution that way. A form of alternative dispute resolution where you don't necessarily agree to the outcome it's called family law arbitration. So an arbitrator is a third party that basically acts as a private judge. So whether you have lawyers representing you or if you're representing yourselves, you go in front of the arbitrator, you put your point in, and then they arbitrate a ruling. They decide it, and that is binding on all the parties. That is a more firm form of doing the negotiating a settlement, an alternative dispute resolution. Lastly, sometimes we have parenting coordination, where we have issues with parenting issues specifically, and we need a coordinator to help manage that and make things fair and manageable and in the best interest of the child. Now, once you come to a negotiated settlement or an arbitrated settlement in terms of alternative dispute resolution, that settlement agreement can be written up and registered and filed with the court. It can also then be used to finalize a divorce in the settlement. And really from there, it takes away all the pressure because you know what the outcomes are. You've come to it, and it's hopefully done in such a way that it keeps your functional relationship more intact.